Good day, human Latiosites. This is the Latios Azurill, and welcome back to the Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Pikachu Cup online competition. So, let's do the last few battles of this competition in Battle Spot. Alright. So, here we go. Let's get ready for a battle. So, currently, we are at 24 wins and 17 losses with a 7-game differential. So let's move on to our 42nd battle. So let's go search for an opponent, shall we? Alright, so here we go against... I can't read Japanese, I'm sorry. Alright, so you have Emolga, you have Ampharos, you have Electivire, you have Lantern, you have Electros, and you have Rotom Frost. Okay, so... I say you just do this and just hope for the best. I have not used Jolteon lately at all. I used Jolteon early on, I think, a little bit. Pikachu once in a while, mostly for that quick attack and Icicle Crash. But mostly I've been using Rotom in place of them. But in every single battle, I've consistently, or at least for the most part, used Ampharos, Electivire, and Electros. Electros has that all-important Giga Drain. And Flamethrower and HP Ground. Half of my team has HP Ground, so that does work out for to our advantage. Electivire is our own. Well, Electivire and Pikachu are our only physical attackers. I see that Emolga up front that is going to Tailwind us most likely. I don't have Ampharos out, so I have to just deal with that, aren't I? Let's Signal Beam. Hopefully, we can get the confusion on that thing. I really can't. Could have Motor Drive, so I can't go for Thunder Punch. Might be Static, but I can't imagine running Static in this competition. So I'm just going to Brick Break on the Electros. You are going to Light Screen. So it's a screen user, clearly. But we're going to land a Signal Beam anyway. Hopefully we're not after the damage, we're after the confusion, which we are going to get the confusion though, so hurt yourself. Go hurt yourself. Hurt yourself! Come on. Ugh, you're gonna land your Dragon Pulse. That is gonna do some serious damage to us, I must say. Alright. Didn't do as much as I thought it was gonna do, but it still did enough. So, let's actually Flamethrower. And Brick Break again. That thing's probably set up a Reflect on us, most likely. But, I can't do anything about that. You're gonna withdraw and go into him, I guess, Lantern. You are going to go into the Lantern, which is going to take... We're going to break that that special wall, though, which is kind of nice. But you're also going to set up that Tailwind, which is going to be a problem. Maybe we can burn the Lantern. Not that it makes that big a difference. We're not going to do anything to it with the Flamethrower, but... I mean... Kind of do something. Clearly, you didn't want to stay in when you were confused. That does make sense, I must say. That said, I am going to Giga Drain anyway, and let's Brick Break on the Lantern, although you're probably going to Protect, but I can't attack the Emolga anyway. You're going to Charm, so you want to diminish my attack, though. So it's going to be at -2 attack, and you're going to Stockpile, so it's going to increase your defense. That thing wants to live. My guess is you're going to want to go for a rest afterward. So, we're going to go for a Brick Break again. That's going to do very little, almost nothing. But it might just do enough so Giga Drain can KO. And it is! So Giga Drain is going to KO, and we're going to just take damage from the Life Orb. Other than that, we'll be fine. So with that, we're going to take down the Lantern. Now, Electivire is now at -2 attack, so it's pretty much done what it needs to do. Oh, actually, no, we have Electivire out there to worry about. Okay. Okay. Did my opponent DC? I'm sorry about that. My opponent seems to have DC'd. Huh. Well, probably could have taken care of that. I would have probably just gone for the Brick Break, just in case you were going to set up another Light Screen and gone for a, the HP Ground on the Electivire. So, that is going to bring us to 25 and 17 with a an 8-game differential. Let's move on to the next battle, as we search for an opponent once again. I am sorry, I don't like to see opponents DCing like that. I like to finish battles. I don't like when Honor It goes out. I don't like my opponent's does. I don't like when they DC. I'd rather them just either forfeit when they know they have absolutely no chance, or just stick through it. Either way, our opponent, Tibike, or Tybike, or whatever, has Pikachu, Ampharos, Electros, Lantern, Jolteon, and Rotom Wash. So, I'm going to do the same thing once again because it seems to have been working for the most part. My opponent does have the Lantern and the Rotom Wash. It's 2 water types, so we're going to want that grass coverage from Electros. Ice Skull Crash isn't going to do quite enough, and most likely, I don't see, unless Jolteon Sash, I don't really see a good Sash Pokemon there. For Pikachu, the best item would probably be the Light Ball, unless you give it an Air Balloon. Though I'd probably be more inclined to give the Air Balloon to the Jolteon. That said, here we go. Tibike is leading over Jolteon and Ampharos. Let's see, did you Air Balloon the Jolteon? It's probably a Mega Evolution on the Ampharos. Let's see. Jolteon does have the Air Balloon. See, called it. Alright. That said, we are going to probably have to take care of the Ampharos. It's going to Mega Evolve. I'm going to go for the EQ. Now, I probably... Yeah, I gotta take care of that thing. It's going to have too much defense, and I'm not going to give it a chance to set up its Cotton Guard before we EQ it. Alright, so Jolteon is going to make us a little bit drowsy, I guess. But this is an Electivire, not a Drowsy. So, we're going to land that EQ. That should take it down to enough damage that we can land our HP ground, which should finish it off. This should finish off the Ampharos. Oh! It's going to set up its Cotton Guard. Please don't have Rest. Oh. Well, that is unfortunate, I must say. I'm going to switch into Rotom. Unfortunately, I don't need Electivire falling asleep on us right this second. I'm going to let you yawn something else, which I already know you know I'm going to switch. But I got to take care of that Ampharos. Yeah, you're going to yawn on the Electros. Can't say I didn't see it coming, but we are going to be able to take down that Ampharos, though. So this is, I guess, going to be a game of switching. But in the race, the Jolteon hasn't done anything other than yawn so far, but we have taken down the Ampharos. You probably expected me to, so I don't know why you did that. But, nonetheless, here we go. You're going to go into Rotom. Alright, so you're going into your own Rotom Wash. I need to get Electros out of here. I'm going to go into Electivire. You have 2 Pokemon that can't be hit right this second. I'm going to actually Hydro Pump on the Jolteon. I'm going to actually let you take Electivire. You can have him. If you really want him, you can have him. Well, Rotom's going to Protect. Interesting. You're probably expecting me to Giga Drain then. Is that all the Jolteon? Is that Jolteon, like, scarfed into Yawn or something? This is crazy. Alright, well, either way, I can't imagine scarfing a Jolteon like that, but hey, you know, alright, let's Brick Break that thing. I'm gonna let you Will-O-Wisp my Electivire if you really want to. And I'm just gonna switch out Rotom into... No, I'm just gonna let Rotom go to sleep. Because... I don't know. Oh, you're gonna Toxic my Electivire. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Alright, well, either way, we're gonna take down your Jolteon. So that Jolteon clearly only knows how to, I guess, put stuff to sleep and, well, status stuff. I don't know. Give me the special D-drop, please, game. Come on, hacks. Work to my advantage here. No hacks. No hacks. Okay, you're gonna go to sleep then, Rotom. I'm sorry. I tell you to wake up, Rotom, but... well, you're gonna be asleep for like 2 to 3 turns now. But my opponent's gonna probably go into Electros now. Yep, okay. That's why I had to go for Brick Break before. Alright, let's do this. We're gonna have to just hope for the best here. Dream Eater. Wow. That's why Jolteon went for the yawn. For my Pokemon to sleep. Are you gonna make me Brick my own Rotom in order to KO it or something? Gastro Acid. So we're no longer gonna be levitating. You must have HP ground then. Huh. Well, I can't EQ anyway, I'm choiced in, so, hey, you know, this is gonna be a problem. And since you Toxic us rather than Will-O-Wisping us... hey, alright, so you're gonna Dream Eater again. That's gonna take down my Rotom, hopefully. No, it's not gonna take down my Rotom. You're at, like, full health already, so... Drain Punch on Electivire, most likely. I would assume you're not gonna Drain Punch on Rotom. That would make no sense. Okay. Now we have to take care of that Electivire. We have to take care of that Electros now. So let's Brick Break again. And Shadow Ball. Rotom, I need you to wake up now. Now is the perfect time to wake up. Now my opponent might not go for Dream Eater because I might wake up and I might win the speed tie, which it seems there is. So, my opponent has a few decisions to make, it seems like. I mean, I still have 2 other Pokemon in the back. Alright, Rotom's gonna Protect, which I am perfectly okay with, because we're gonna Brick Break on the Electros, and hopefully we can wake up. Actually, it doesn't even make a difference if we wake up or not. Rotom is actually gonna be asleep for another turn, so I think Rotom's gonna wake up next turn. And Electivire is gonna go down to the poison damage. But I am okay with that because because all that's left is that Rotom. And I'm gonna go into Electros at this point. Interesting, Dream Eater set, I must say. That is interesting. But I don't think it's gonna work out in the long run unless something really unfortunate happens. I'm gonna Pain Split with the Rotom. Okay, we are gonna land our Pain Split! So that is nice. Now we're gonna be able to do that. You're gonna Dream Eater, which is not gonna affect us because I'm pretty sure you should have known that was already max sleep turns. And we're gonna Giga Drain, which is gonna do enough to take you down. And with that, we are gonna get a victory. But once again, that was a pretty good strategy with the yawning Jolteon to put everything to sleep. But it just wasn't quite doing what you needed to do. So that is going to bring us to 26-17 with a 9-game differential. So that is going to bring us to another battle, won't it? Here we go. Can we make it a 10-game differential? Let's see. This battle will determine if we can or not. Alright, so Troipio. Here we go. You have Manectric, you have Electros, you have Raichu, I haven't seen any of those lately. You have Rotom Wash, you have Stunfisk, and you have Electrode. I haven't seen that many Stunfisks in battle, but I've seen a lot on teams. Probably because I have Rotom and Electros, I haven't seen that many in battle. That said, the Electrode is pretty fast, so we're going to be careful about that. I really have no reason to bring Pikachu for this one, once again, so let's just keep this up. Here we go. So, Troipio is going to be leading off. With what? Let's find out. So we will be leading off with Electros and Electivire, while our opponent will be leading off with Stunfisk and Electros. Interesting. I'm liking that Unova persuasion here. Okay. We gotta take care of that Stunfisk somehow. I'm gonna actually Giga Drain it, just in case we're outsped here, and I'm gonna Earthquake. I want to take care of that Stunfisk somehow. Because Stunfisk does get that ground stab, so it must go. It does have a nice enough defense that, although it doesn't have that much attack in the long run, it could really mess with us. So let's take it down. Alright, you're gonna go for a knockoff now. That's gonna lose us our Choice Band, which I'm okay with. I mean, I would rather, especially if you go into Rotom. You're gonna go into Electrode, so now I'd rather still have the Choice Band, to be honest. But just take what I can get. I'm gonna go for another EQ though, because I have to take care of that Electrode. It's probably gonna explode at some point, because that is what Electrodes do best. But well, you're gonna foul play on my Electivire, using my own power against me. That is just wrong. Okay, that said, we are gonna land the EQ on the Electrode. That's not gonna KO. Obviously, we don't have the Choice Band, but we are gonna have enough. It's gonna have low enough power that low enough hit points that we are gonna be able to finish it off with the Hidden Power Ground. So goodbye, Electrode. Thanks for playing. Nice try. Goodbye. Alright, now you can finish off my Electivire now, okay? And I know you definitely want to. No, you're gonna knock off of my Electros. You're gonna lose my Life Orb. Okay, fine, now Giga Drain will be able to actually, you know, heal us up when you go into your Rotom Wash. Which I get the feeling you're going to. No, you're not. You're going into a Manectric. Now I'm kind of... Now I'm getting a little bit on the nervous side. Now I'm getting a little bit nervous. I have to EQ. That thing is a bigger threat than the Electros. Electros is a threat because Electros can be a mix attacker, and it does get some nice coverage, including Facade and Dragon Claw, both of which can destroy my Mega Ampharos. But Mega Manectric simply must go. You're going to intimidate my Electivire. We're not going to outspeed you, so you're going to easily take us down with a Snarl, most likely. No, you're going to Flamethrower. Oh, my Electivire, you obviously... Well, clearly I'm assuming you don't have Snarl, otherwise you probably would have gone for that. And even then... I mean... I don't know. You're going to be able to Drain Punch us. That's probably going to take down the Electros. No, we are going to just live. But I don't know if that's enough. I'm going to go into... I think I'm going to go into Rotom. I don't quite want to bring in Ampharos yet. First I want to finish off that Manectric. So. Okay. What do I want to do here? I don't know if we'll do enough with Hydro Pump. Hydro Pump could miss, though. I'm going to Flamethrower there, and I'm going to Hydro Pump here. You do have Snarl. Huh. But Electros is going to avoid it. So we're going to be able to land our Flamethrower, but we're going to miss our Hydro Pump. That is the worst case scenario. I should have gone for the HP Ground. I should have gone for the HP Ground. I am definitely a fool. I'm definitely a fool. So I can't worry about that Electros until I take care of that Manectric now. So I am going to go for the HP Ground on the Manectric, and I'm going to go for the Hydro Pump again on the Manectric. Why did I not just go for it on the Manectric? I should have gone for the HP Ground. We probably would have won. We're gonna lose now because I missed that Hydro Pump. This one's not gonna do nearly enough unless we crit. Wow. That had to have been max damage, because we're at minus... I don't even know, but... Now we have a problem, because we're gonna take on Ampharos versus the Electros. Is it a mix attacker? I can't imagine why it wouldn't be. I can't imagine why not. But still, we're gonna have to deal with that. Alright. I'm gonna Dragon Pulse, just in case. I want to see what you have. Because we're not gonna outspeed you if you go for a Dragon Claw next turn. You're Drain Punching. Okay, I have to Mega Evolve then. Alright, time to Mega Evolve and then HP ground it. Let's do this. It's clearly a mixed attacker, but otherwise you wouldn't go for Drain Punch, I don't think. I probably should have gone for the Cotton Guard, seeing that you did that. But I need to take that thing down. So here's the HP ground. You're gonna go for another Drain Punch, most likely. There's the Drain Punch. It's doing more than I want it to do. But I think we should be able to live 2 more. Unless you crit. Hacks is the only thing that could probably... Actually, problem is, though, it's gaining health back. If we can take it down with this hidden power, then we win. Now, it would have gone for Dragon Claw, I think, if it had it. So it needs a Drain Punch. No hacks there. I don't know if we could live another one. Could get max damage. Alright, let's go for the hidden power ground and just see what happens. We are going to take it down, and that's going to be another win. That was actually a pretty close battle. Wow. So with that, we are going to defeat Troipio, and that'll bring us to 27-17 with a 10-game differential. That was one close battle, I must say. Wow. Alright. So, let's move on, because that will bring us to our final battle, I believe, of the competition. Alright, so let's do this. One more battle. Here we go. This will be battle number 45. We're at 27 wins, 17 losses, 10-game differential, and a rating of 1662. Here we go. So, our opponent is going to be... Let's see who our final opponent is going to be. Are we going to end up with an 11-game differential or a 9-game differential? Let's see what we're gonna have as we search for our final opponent of the competition. Okay, alright, here we go. Stefan or something like that. UU battle. Here we go. This is not... Are you kidding me? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're gonna end up finishing this with... It looks like a non-competitive team. Because you have Tynamo, Trike, Electrike, and Pachirisu. I'm sorry that we're finishing it off like against a non-competitive battler. It looks like. Unfortunately, but you know what? I'm gonna bring Pikachu. I'm going to bring Pikachu then, because why not? Why not? I'm assuming it's non-competitive, unless he has a really cheeky strategy here, but I'm guessing it's his first battle since it's a 1500 rating. So here we go. Let's not assume anything. I am bringing Pikachu, though, because we do have that quick attack. And he is leading off with Rotom and Manectric. Okay. Fair enough. Let's actually dig on the Manectric. And let's... HP ground on the Manectric. And the match is forfeited. I'm sorry. Okay. So technically, then we will finish off with a final battle layout of 28 wins and 17 losses. With an 11-game differential. So yeah, early on we actually did pretty poorly early on, but over time we did sort of manage to I guess turn things around. There were a few trainers we battled that were not really battling or not using competitive teams and that kind of. I'm sorry about the last battle not even happening, but I will say the penultimate battle, I'm sure that pretty much made up for it. That was a pretty close battle. There were a lot of really close battles, especially because there was no real distinct advantage over one team to another, because other than I guess having HP ground, because pretty much any electric Pokemon can have that. There's not that much ground typing, and also electric's only weakness is ground, so other than secondary typings, there's really no other weaknesses those Pokemon had, other than those who had Levitate, which I guess Gastro Acid was able to suppress them in some cases. That said, this team has really pulled through for us. This competition has been really, really fun. I want to thank you guys for joining me for this competition. It has been a blast. Or a jolt. And I'll see you guys when we get ready for the next competition. So, thank you for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys for the next competition. Goodbye.